Good afternoon, everyone. Gabrielle Brown. I'm excited to be standing here this afternoon with you all in anticipation for our season opener that'll be here at home. Actually, we're going to be doing a duel against Bemidji State University. I'm super excited about this group of talented women this year for a couple of reasons. One, we are primarily a group made up of underclassmen, freshman, sophomore class. The sophomore class being the bigger class this year. What's going to be exciting about that group and their contributions this year is they now have the experience and the knowledge of what it takes to be successful in this conference. Our freshman group, they're not quite sure what to expect yet, but they're being pushed in a positive way by our returners and our upperclassmen on the team. And for our juniors and senior class, I'm grateful for their dedication and commitment towards pouring into our underclassmen on the team. Of course, they have the experience of having been here now for a couple of years, and they have been with the program the longest and seeing all the transitions that have been made with me coming on, with the people that I'm bringing in, with the additions and the transfigurations of the way the staff has changed and whatnot. And so as I think collectively over this past preseason and over this fall and all the efforts combined with everyone understanding their role on the team, I'm super excited to see how we put it all together this upcoming year. Yeah, they're hungry, they're ready for it. And so at this time, I'm ready for any questions. Yeah, fall practices this year, I would say that they went really, really well. It was super exciting. The difference being we were able to be outside a lot longer this year than we were last year. We took advantage of some of our community partners and used some of our resources here in St. Cloud and be able to go practice outside on an outdoor track for as long as possible. And then just in the past month or so have we been indoor. But the reason why those practices have been so successful, I would say this year in comparison to last year, is that I was able to bring on 2 new coaches to staff, and so we were able to do a little bit more dividing and conquering with our event groups. There is also, the students knew what to expect this year with me coming in. I also think, too, just over the summer and given how last year finished, the students had a better idea of what it took to be successful in this conference. And so the efforts definitely were there, a lot more stronger. They had a lot more stronger presence and more attention this year than I would say in the previous year. And so that's why it was successful. Yes, and so our cross-country team, they did a phenomenal job. I want to give a lot of that credit to Greg, our head distance coach there, and taking the time to really get to know the women on the team and figure out what they need individually, which collectively they put together a beautiful 10th place finish for us. And so we're super excited about them and what they did. As I said in my opening statements, our sophomore group, they are the portion of the team that they're the largest part of the team, and then they also have like they have experience now, having gone through their freshman year on exactly what it'll take to be successful. And so as I think about the cross country team, a lot of those same members were a part of that distance team, and so I'm hoping that same energy will carry over to the track side. And what made cross country so special this year is in conversation. A lot of the women on the team, they were the ones sharing with me their vision about who they think that we could beat in this conference, and just incrementally just chipping off one competitor at a time. And so I'm looking forward to that energy carrying over onto the track side too. And I'm feeling pretty good about it as I think about the one-on-ones that I've had, the conversations that I've had with some of the women on the team. We all seem to be in alignment with what we can get done this year for the indoor season. Oh man, we would be here all day if I were to sit here and talk about all the things that I've learned. I think the biggest thing what's coming to mind for me right now as I think about what I learned, the main thing is the way in which I have to recruit to be successful in this conference. And so as I'm looking and I'm doing homework on my peers and and for the ones that are successful, what I would deem successful, I'm looking at how they're getting it done. And so as I think about the administrative duties that I have as a head coach, I'm doing a lot more intentionality and homework and figuring out and finding ways to be successful. And using my resources and tools to try to bring some talent here to St. Cloud and figuring out what it is that we need to do to be successful in this conference. I'm going to answer from both I know we just finished up the cross country, and this is a track preview, but on the distance side, a person that stood out to me the most would be Elena Donahue. She's one of our sophomores on the team. And then on the track and field side, there's a handful it's hard to pick out one person. But I would say collectively that the group did their homework over the summer, and it shows big time. We're not starting at square zero coming into this fall preseason, and so and that's even outside of the track, you can measure those sorts of things in the weight room. You can measure those sort of things with their confidence, the air that they're taking up. And so, yeah, it would be hard for me to choose just one person right now. Yeah, the first year group, they challenge me in the best ways possible to make sure that I'm not being mediocre in my approach. They have high expectations as I think about the relationships that I've gained with them and their parents during the recruiting process. I would say they bring a new edge of competitiveness to the team, a fresh air of competitiveness to the team. Not done in a way though where it's not unrealistic, right? They have big goals for themselves. As we were going through the recruiting process, we talked about being able to do big things with them being here at St. Cloud, and so yeah, that's how I'd answer that.
I think it's been great so far. It's definitely been one of my favorite preseasons out of the 3 years I've been here. I know Coach this year we have been conditioning has been kind of a first priority for us, and it's made it like super easy to go right into our specific event groups, and it's just been one of my favorite preseasons so far. I think I view myself more as like a mentor inside and outside of track. I've been helping a lot of our underclassmen kind of deal with all of their problems. It's not just specific to track. I think I've been kind of like leading by example, picking up stuff after practice, being there when you can, doing all those sorts of like little things that add up, and like just making sure you're on time for meetings too, as well as like just a tiny part. But I think like leading by example, like giving them support and guidance throughout the season, I think that's been one of my biggest components in leadership. Long jump is definitely my favorite. I've just been doing that for the longest time, but I've been learning pole vault this year, and it is a crazy event to learn, throwing yourself up into the air. But I think I gotta say I'm most excited for that one. It's definitely an adrenaline junkie type of thing, and I absolutely love that stuff. They've brought a lot of competitiveness, as Coach said beforehand. I think it has kind of scared I think it's kind of scared our returners, where it's like we have a lot of freshmen coming in. They're fast. They're good. We don't want to lose our spots. And it's also like it's given us a lot of confidence because we think we can be a really good team, and we can kind of like come up from that underdog spot and like really show our conference like what kind of team we are. So I think it's given us a lot of confidence, but also like competitiveness, like we want to get better. We want to be better than our teammates, and that's a really good thing to have on a team. Definitely NDSU. I've never been to NDSU before. All the other places I've been there, done that. So I think NDSU is going to be a really good one. It's going to be competitive, and I'm just excited to kind of see their arena too. That's always my favorite part.
Yes, I think it's been going very well. There's been a lot of improvements made from our team as a whole and our event groups, and I'm really excited to see what we can carry into competition this season. I think I enjoyed just seeing all my teammates compete and experiencing like what it is as a college athlete, how it is to compete during the indoor season, and I'm very excited to see what this year will teach me as well. Yes, I think the U of M meet sticks out to me the most because it's a very competitive meet, and I think it will push us a lot as a team to do our best, and I'm really excited to see what we can bring in competition. Yes, he has exceeded my expectations. It's been amazing having a throws coach, and we've made so many improvements as a group as a whole, and I'm so excited to see like what we can do, and I know there's going to be so many improvements made throughout the whole year, and it's just been amazing.
Basically, I've always had a passion for track and field, and I guess I just got recruited because I've been working hard my senior year of high school, and my main goal was to be able to run in college, so this is why I'm here. It's definitely been different from high school. Like, high school was definitely more laid back. Like, the workouts in high school, I used to think they were hard, but now in college, they're, like, really, really hard. But I'm adjusting to it, and I'm getting used to it now. So, and on campus, I'm pretty used to campus now. But at first, it was a little adjustment just walking everywhere. But, yeah. My favorite indoor event is probably the 200 because I've always been, like, a strong finisher. So I also like the 60, but for the 200, I'm able to, like, just hawk people down. I'm excited to hopefully be a part of the relays and just be able to travel because the furthest I've ever traveled in high school was definitely like only like an hour away, but I'm excited to see like other schools and how they compete and being able to like compete against myself too.